Welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here for your Monday Night Raw review for the date of May 22nd, 2017. I don't even want to be reviewing this show here tonight. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This show was absolute dog crap. There was nothing for you to go watch on the show. I spent this entire show on my phone texting my friends, which is something I usually never do during Monday Night Raw. Usually, no matter how boring the show is, I either fall asleep on my couch or I just sit through the pain, bro. But this show was just completely boring. Nothing happened here, and it just goes to show you that after weeks of doing nothing original, doing nothing to spike any interest in your product, I mean, it's gonna show, man. Your ratings are dropping. You look at the Monday Night Raw ratings, they're doing 2.6 twos. I mean, why are you doing twos in May? I understand that maybe for an October, maybe for December, but why are you doing twos in May? That makes no sense to me, bro. That makes no sense. That just shows the amount of lack of interest that is in the product right now. And I mean, really, I have no interest in anything that went on in the show. Really don't. Just so boring. All these storylines are so boring. You're doing nothing, absolutely zero to advance anything in an exciting way. And that's what made Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns such an exciting feud, because WWE with Braun Strowman were taking Braun and they were making original extreme segments where Braun Strowman will take an ambulance and flip it over. That's not something we see every week. And to be quite honest, every week there should be something where we're saying, wow, that was cool. But that's not happening on Raw. Usually, it's just copy and paste formula here. It wasn't even that this show was bad in decisions made. It wasn't even that this show was bad in necessarily in-ring quality. It's just the fact that, I mean, the things you are doing with these storylines are so unbelievably mediocre. You're not taking any risks, and that's the point we are in with these shows. The point where they're not taking any risks. They're doing the exact formulaic thing here, and they're not using their brains. It's so obvious that the creative team is putting zero effort into making anything different going into this Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Nothing is being done differently. And with these feuds, if you're gonna start a feud, especially with the talents that you have, we've dreamed of a Finn Balor being in a program with Bray Wyatt. We've dreamed of a Samoa Joe being in a program with a Seth Rollins. And what are we getting? What is being executed in these storylines? Absolutely nothing. Just complete rubbish, bro. Complete rubbish, bro. I mean, really, if you think about it and you go down to why this show, if you want to know the root reason why this show, to me at least, is not as good as it should be, why nothing exciting, nothing vibrant is going on in these shows. If you want to get down to the brass tacks of it, what is the reason? It's the fact that there's no competition in the wrestling industry. WWE has completely monopolized the wrestling industry. Completely, bro. Completely. And that is never good. You go back to your history and look at what happened when, I believe, who was it, Andrew Carnegie or who was it that monopolized the train industry or whatever, and taxes, or not taxes, the stock went completely plummeted, bro. They monopolized the industry and the stock completely plummeted. That's exactly what's going on with the WWE, bro. Look at the video game industry. Look at the video game industry. Why is the video game industry thriving so much right now? Why is it thriving so much right now? Because look at the level of competition that you have in the video game industry. You have PlayStation, with the PlayStation 4 selling like 50 million consoles already, bro, rivaling the PS2 on the level of success that it has achieved. Xbox and them trying to recuperate from the blunder of an announcement that was the Xbox One, and they're doing a great job with the backwards compatibility of the Xbox. They're really managing to turn things around, and they're doing great work right now at Xbox, and just really trying to sell as many consoles as they can, and really the industry is benefiting from that. Look at over the holidays of 2016, the low prices that the PS4 had. Look at Nintendo with the Nintendo Switch and how great that console is doing, especially for a March release. It's all about this competition going on in the video game industry and the success. You look back to the holiday season of 2016 and the prices of the PS4 Pro, which actually came out like in that holiday season range, and it was already like at $300. This console was selling for $400. It was already at $300 on Amazon. That is the level of competition, bro. The level of competition, and the competition benefits the consumer, and that is what was going on in the Attitude Era. Look at the great television that we got on WCW and the WWF back in 1997, 1998. These companies were constantly trying to one-up each other. It was, oh, you did that, I'm going to do it better. You did that, you know what, I'm going to do something else, and I'm going to do it, it's going to blow what you just did away. And we were getting exciting-ass television. There was something to lose there in that. There was something of great magnitude to lose in that competition, those Monday Night Wars. There was something huge to lose. And when there's the lack of risk, when the risk of losing, and when the risk of losing everything gets taken out of the equation, it's like you don't even care anymore, bro. And that's exactly what's being shown here. That's exactly what's being shown here. It's like, you know what? We are the top of the line. Ain't no TNA gonna come in. Ain't no Ring of Honor gonna come in. Ain't no Lucha Underground, New Japan gonna come in and sweep the WWE by its feet and beat us. We're making the most money we've ever made. Ever. And they are. And they are. We're at the top of the mountain. We have monopolized the wrestling industry, so we don't care. And that really, down to the brass tacks of it, is why we're getting such crappy Raws. There's nothing to lose. Oh, ratings really don't matter anymore, bro. Really do not matter. I mean, they do matter. It shows you what the quality of your show is. It shows you how invested people are. And looking at the ratings of Monday Night Raw recently, not very invested. You're getting 2 million viewers in March, bro? May? In May? You're telling me you're getting 2.6 million viewers on a Monday Night Raw in May. In May, bro. Maybe for an October, November, December. Not even then, bro. Not even then. You should be putting on compelling television. But in May? That's embarrassing, bro. That is completely embarrassing. Putting on television like this in May? And it just goes to show you that they really do not care. There's no threat. You can do whatever you want, and especially when you have a guy like Vince McMahon running things, who you know does not give a crap about anything the fans think about. I mean, it's just complete rubbish, bro. Complete rubbish. And I mean, that just goes down. If you want to go down to the roots and figure out why this problem, why we continue to get these lazily booked shows with no development, with no anything. This is why. This is why, bro. This is why. And it's like Braun Strowman's out, and until this guy gets back, we don't care. We don't care. And that's not the mentality of a business. That is not in any way the mentality of a business. But let me stop this rant right here before I go half an hour just talking about this. I mean, it's just terrible, bro. It is just terrible. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Monday Night Raw to review, and this show was, as you should all know if you watched it, absolutely boring, terrible, mediocre, rubbish, garbage. But you know what isn't terrible, mediocre, rubbish, garbage? It's the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, damn it. What a segue, bro. Look at that segue. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, last week on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, 8 videos were published on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You had your Monday Night Raw and Smackdown reviews for last week, which you should all totally go check out, by the way. If you missed Monday Night Raw and Smackdown, make sure to go check out those videos. On Thursday, we skipped Wednesday. I don't know, maybe I'll start doing NXT reviews, but I don't know if I really want to commit myself to that on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are very peaceful, and sometimes I don't even watch NXT on Wednesday. Sometimes I watch it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, bro. But Thursday we uploaded breaking news on CM Punk being offered $1 million to return to wrestling. He's offered $1 million by British promotion 5 Star Wrestling. So make sure to go check out that video. Very good video right there. We uploaded Backlash preview and predictions, NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and predictions, as well as a review for NXT TakeOver Chicago after that show there on Saturday. Great review right there. Make sure to go check that one out. Had a lot of fun making that review for NXT TakeOver Chicago. We also uploaded earlier that day on Saturday afternoon Behind the Mic, where we had breaking news on major title changes going on both Monday Night Raw and Smackdown over the summer. So make sure to go check that video out. And of course, last night, WWE Backlash review and results. Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja, is now your WWE champion. If you want to know my thoughts on that, and I have quite a bit of thoughts on that, make sure to go check out my Monday or WWE Backlash review. Jesus Christ. But make sure to go check all that good stuff out, and make sure to like, if you like what you're seeing here, make sure to comment. Tell me what you thought about Monday Night Raw tonight. Tell me what you thought of Backlash last night. Tell me what you thought about NXT TakeOver Chicago last Saturday. And make sure to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. It's a small channel, fairly small, but look at the amount of quality that we're putting into these videos. Look at the amount of videos that got uploaded last week. 8 goddamn videos. You ain't gonna see that on another channel with this amount of subscribers. So make sure to subscribe, put a smile on my face, subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, and allow us to grow to a bigger number. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your little advertisement for the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. For now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw tonight, I mean, there's not much to talk about, bro. Not much to talk about. We were live from Grand Rapids, Michigan. What the hell is Grand Rapids, Michigan? I don't know, but they were a good crowd. I'll give it to them. They were a good crowd. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. They were a damn good crowd. Bray Wyatt came out to start off the show. He came out telling everyone to stand up because soon the Beast will be liberated. Stand up because Bray Wyatt is your savior. He says the beast is in every one of you, and it is the voice that tells you to run. It is what scares your little children behind or under their bed at night. He said he will open the black heart of the beast and brilliantly destroy the beast. So stand up. He says that Extreme Rules for men will suffer, bringing up Seth Rollins and how he sacrificed him. So stand up. And he sacrificed Samoa Joe too. He brings up Finn Balor and how you follow him. But it will soon be seen that only Bray Wyatt can slay the beast. He brings up a fifth man who claims that this is his yard, which sends the crowd obviously into revolt because he's talking about Roman Reigns. But Bray Wyatt questioned what a small yard has to do with anything when Bray Wyatt has the whole world in his hands. This brings out the very asshole Roman Reigns. Reigns tells Wyatt that if Wyatt is going to run his mouth in his yard, he better say it to his face. Wyatt tells Reigns that he is the same old way, letting his temper get the best of him. Bray Wyatt tells Reigns that he will go on to slay the beast, and Reigns says that he will beat 4 men and then go on to beat Brock Lesnar. But as for now, he's going to get Wyatt out of his yard. That brings out Kurt Angle, who, by the way, Kurt Angle, you got to give him his praise. He's been a great general manager of Monday Night Raw. But Kurt Angle comes out saying that he wants to see who has the most momentum going into Extreme Rules, and he doesn't want to see it next week. He doesn't want to see it later on tonight. He wants to see it right now. So this match starts off after we get back from the commercial break, and this match barely even happens. Wyatt and Reigns were putting on a good affair here until Wyatt and Reigns both fell, which immediately brought out Samoa Joe to get revenge, obviously, on what Bray Wyatt did to him last week. He baited Bray Wyatt, making it look like they were going to team up. He put the coquina clutch on Roman Reigns. Bray Wyatt started attacking Roman Reigns, and then out of nowhere, Samoa Joe locked in the coquina clutch on Bray Wyatt until Seth Rollins came out and cleared the ring of Joe as Reigns hit a Superman punch on Wyatt, clearing the ring for what obviously was setting up a tag team match. It was Rollins and Reigns against Joe and Wyatt. So Reigns, this is after we go to commercial break, Reigns is telling Rollins in the back, saying that he told Rollins that he didn't need his help, which is absolutely stupid because Roman Reigns, you were getting your ass kicked, you idiot. But he says to Rollins that he didn't need his help, and he told Rollins to stay out of his affairs, but Rollins says that he was out there for Samoa Joe, not to help Roman Reigns. Kurt Angle comes in, saying that they are not done yet tonight, as they will face off in a tag team match with Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt later tonight. And then Elias Samson, this is where the segment gets interesting. Elias Samson comes by playing his guitar, and Kurt Angle finally tells him that he has been trying to get his attention for a while. So tonight, Elias Samson will make his debut on Raw against none other than Dean Ambrose. And that was very interesting here tonight as well. But we go to Akira Tozawa versus Daivari. These cruiserweights really did nothing of avail here tonight. Nothing more than a squash match here with Brian Kendrick talking with the commentators in the middle of the match. He was in the back, and you'd see the match through the television screen, and they were talking with Brian Kendrick. Absolutely stupid. Why didn't he just go on commentary, bro? Why didn't he just go on commentary? But anyways, tomorrow on 205 Live, if anybody's even watching that show, they're going to have a street fight. I mean, okay. But anyways, Tozawa wins with a senton from the top rope and beats Daivari, who played no role in this match. But there's a backstage segment with Sasha Banks being interrupted by Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. I don't even know what the hell happened in this segment, but I do know that these two had a match later on in the night, and I guess the segment was hyping up their match. Let's go to something interesting here. Let's talk about something I actually cared about on the show. Elias Samson versus Dean Ambrose. Samson on this show started to sing in the middle of the ring, I don't know why people boo Elias Sampson's vocals. I actually like it, bro. He actually puts on some pretty good songs. But he starts to sing about Dean Ambrose and how he's gonna take out the lunatic, and Miz was on commentary. Dean Ambrose interrupt Elias Sampson in the middle of his song. Miz and Maurice were at commentary, and that obviously played a role in this match. But this was actually a damn good match. I enjoyed it. Nice debut for Elias Sampson. There was actually a great spot in this match where Ambrose, he was looking for that top rope dive that he does, and Elias Sampson caught him with the huge knee. Looked great. Elias Sampson is very crisp, very good in the ring. I like his in-ring skill. In the end, however, Elias Sampson did win this match, but it was by DQ. This match was used as pretty much a peg to further the feud of Miz and Ambrose, which is alright. I get it. I don't know what they're going to do with Elias Sampson on Monday Night Raw. I'd love to see Elias Sampson against a lot of people on Raw. I mean, Rollins, Joe, Balor, Reigns against Elias Sampson. All great matches. Apollo Crews would be a good one, too. There's a lot of talent on Monday Night Raw Elias Sampson can feud with. I want to see what that is, but in the end here, Miz came in when Ambrose hit the lunatic lariat and both fell. So Miz came in and hit Sampson in the back to DQ Ambrose. Obviously, this represents the stipulation in their match that if Ambrose gets DQ'd at Extreme Rules, he loses the Intercontinental title. But after the match, Ambrose chased around the Miz, only to go into the finisher of Elias Sampson. So Elias Sampson did look good here, and he did do the dirty work of the Miz. So a very, very good debut for Elias Sampson. Probably one of the only positive things on this show. We go to Big Cass in the back. He's yelling and all this crap, and he's asking what happened to Enzo. The referees were walking with him. Something happened to Enzo Amore. He was laid out in the backstage area. We go to commercial break, and we come back from break, and it's Enzo. He finally has woken up. He says that he got jumped and didn't know who it was. He just woke up with the police asking him questions. Cass told Kurt Angle that he better find out who did this before he does. So, Big Cass, somebody laid out Enzo. Big Cass is going to beat the crap out of anybody who did that. So, better hope that Kurt Angle finds who did it. And there's some speculation around that, but I don't know. We go to Carl Anderson versus Finn Balor. This segment was absolutely great. The match wasn't great. But Finn Balor actually took the mic when he made his entrance, and he said he said that the Balor Club is in the building, and at Extreme Rules, insinuating that the Balor Club have a fight. Insinuating that the Balor Club had a fatal five-way where he will go on to face Brock Lesnar before Paul Heyman comes out. Heyman says that one could make the argument that he is here to scout victims. He brings up the picture that Bray Wyatt painted of a world without no beast. Heyman promises that if Bray Wyatt steps into the ring with Lesnar, he will be a victim. He then talks about Seth freaking Rollins, who's going into a fatal freaking five-way to challenge for the freaking Universal title, and he will be a victim to Brock freaking Lesnar. Beautiful promo by Paul Heyman. And besides that, Paul Heyman brings up that he already has relative badass and mercenary Samoa Joe on his tail. So there's no reason that Brock Lesnar should be going after, or that Seth Rollins should be going after Brock Lesnar, who in the ring with Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, is just another victim. He then goes to Roman Reigns, the man who beat the dead man, the end-all, be-all in the WWE, but in the hands of Brock Lesnar, just another victim. He then goes on to Finn Balor, who he surprisingly says is not a victim, and he knows that, and everyone in the Balor club knows that Balor is the most talented superstar on that Raw roster, and he will take his opponents in that fatal five-way to the absolute extreme. So Heyman says that he looks forward to seeing Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor and shakes Balor's hand. Balor tells Heyman to assure and tell Lesnar that he will win the Fatal 5-Way, will challenge Lesnar, and win the title that he never lost, which brings out Anderson and Gallows for their match against Finn Balor. Finn Balor versus Carl Anderson. Nothing happened here. Balor obviously won this match, taking out both Gallows and Anderson to hit the coup de grace and pick up the win. But as for that segment with Paul Heyman, it was absolutely fantastic, bro. Oh my God, that was great. I don't know why Paul Heyman would say that Finn Balor was the most dominant of them all, probably playing mind games, probably keeping Balor confident. It's just a very Paul Heyman thing to do, but it was a great segment, great promo from Paul Heyman. What can you expect? You do not expect anything less than a great promo from Paul Heyman, and that's exactly what we got. Oh my God, what a goddamn promo from Paul Heyman. And Finn Balor, they're keeping him in the noteworthy eye of the public. I like it, bro. I like it a lot. Finn Balor does have a chance of going on and winning this Fatal 5-Way. I say put Samoa Joe in there, but that's just my pipe dream. I think they're either going to go with Finn Balor or Roman Reigns, of course. But, I mean, I would rather see Finn Balor, and it would be an interesting match. It really would be an interesting match, and it looks like they're preparing for that. But don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm going to tell you, because Roman Reigns is in that match after all. We go to Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. I don't know why the hell this match is happening a third time. What the hell? Sasha Banks beat Alicia Fox in this terrible match after getting in the double knees, and this is apparently a feud. This qualifies as a feud, just showing you the lackluster booking that WWE has here. But after the match, Banks slapped the crap out of Noam Dar, and that had caused Alicia Fox to hit Sasha Banks with a scissors kick. I cannot care less, bro. I cannot care less. Jesus Christ. Terrible. Terrible. We go to a backstage segment. This was actually interesting. Kalisto asked Apollo Crews what's wrong with him, telling Crews that he's fighting Titus O'Neil's battles, questioning if Crews was the one who took out Enzo early in the night, because last week he kicked Enzo right in the face. But here tonight, Crews says he's going to pretend Kalisto didn't just ask that, saying it's good to keep connections open, and Titus is that connection he needs. Titus then comes in thinking that Kalisto wants to be the first international member of the Titus brand. He's like, yeah, I'll pay you in pesos, I'll pay you in dollars, I'll pay you in coupons, I'll pay you in food stamps, which was absolutely hilarious. That one was funny right there. That one had me dying right there. But that gets Kalisto angry, and he completely puts down the idea, which gets Titus angry, saying that Kalisto just done messed up, saying that tonight is going to teach Apollo is going to teach Crews or Kalisto a lesson. That's actually a segment for later in the night, which actually pissed me off. Goldust has a promo that reminded me of what Goldust used to do in the 90s. Goldust going back to that classic Goldust, which is absolutely fantastic. He says that gold is a fine source that never goes old, but R-Truth is hanging on to that last glimmer of hope as they try to give him a script. He says that is not necessary, and this is his production, and he now determines the end of his film. So Goldust going back to that classic Goldust, the way it should be, and I like it, bro. I like it better than this fun and games Goldust with R-Truth. Oh, let's play Pokemon Go in the middle of the ring. Oh, no, we're going back to that awesome Goldust that we all want to see. We go to Kalisto versus Apollo Crews here. Hold up. Alexa Bliss has a backstage segment, and they show the effects of Alexa Bliss kendo sticks to the back of Bayley, which actually looked pretty brutal. God damn, that looked like it hurt. But Well, Alexa says, what, you expect me to start crying? You expect me to care? Alexa says that was just the beginning of what she will do to Bayley at Extreme Rules, because Bayley is not capable of getting extreme. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's not capable of getting extreme. But, she says Bayley's not capable of getting extreme, and as for her little friends, Mickie James, she will have the same fate as Bayley. Kalisto versus Apollo Crews here. Apollo Crews, I'm actually liking this Titus brand thing. At least I was. At least I was. He was picking up wins. He was getting some nice momentum under his belt. Here tonight, all of that crap just got shot down. Because Apollo Crews was on a good roll for the past couple weeks. But after Titus O'Neil was yelling at Crews, which sort of distracted him, that allowed Kalisto to hit this Alita Del Sol, and Kalisto gets the win here tonight. I wanted Apollo Crews to pick up the win, just start getting on that hot streak of wins, but it looks like what's going to happen here is Titus O'Neil is going to get under Apollo's skin, and that's going to lead to a feud, and of course Apollo is going to get the win in that feud, which would absolutely be an eventful. I would rather have Titus O'Neil be Crews' manager and just have Crews win match after match after match, and it would be fine. But no, that's not the case. I thought Titus O'Neil was going to be that completing factor to the Apollo Crews gimmick, really giving Crews that personality that he needs is Apollo, but nope, that's not the case. Just completely shot down. I mean, terrible. But we go to Matt Hardy versus Sheamus. This was actually pretty good. I'll give it to them. This match actually had a purpose, because whoever won this match got to pick the stipulation at Extreme Rules. And of course, Matt Hardy won here. I don't know why they won't just give Cesaro and Sheamus a win, bro. I mean, each and every single week over the Hardys, it's Matt Hardy wins, Jeff Hardy wins, Matt Hardy wins, Jeff Hardy wins, tag team match, the Hardys win. I mean, can't you give Cesaro and Sheamus a win? I know they beat every single tag team on Raw. They came in at the beginning of that six-pack challenge and beat every single tag team on Raw. But you got to give these guys the rub. They just turned heel. You got to give these guys the big rub. Give them at least one small victory over the Hardys, and you really haven't given them that. You really have not given them that. Sheamus, in the end here, hit a huge knee on Hardy and looked for a bro kick, but Matt rolled out in time. Jeff, he did his dive onto Cesaro, distracting Sheamus, allowing Matt Hardy to roll back in and hit the twist of fate for the 1, 2, 3. And of course, after the match, they still chose the stipulation here for a steel cage match. So that's looking to be very interesting there. I like that, bro. A steel cage match. So that's looking to be a pretty good match at Extreme Rules. You know, Cesaro and Sheamus are going to go crazy. That match is going to be brutal inside of a steel cage. Look at the match they had at Payback. That was a singles match. Jeff Hardy lost a tooth. Matt Hardy was bleeding. I mean, imagine what they're going to do at a steel cage. So I cannot wait to see that match. But I mean, give Cesaro and Sheamus the rub. At least give them one small victory. I mean, in every war, the losing side wins at least one small battle. So at least allow that to happen. But we go to Austin Aries versus Tony Nese. Nothing again happened here with the Cruiserweights. Just a lull for the Cruiserweights here tonight. Austin Aries won here with the last chancery. And after the match, Neville locked in the Rings of Saturn on Tony Nese, because Tony Nese, Neville's not going to accept your failure. You're a failure. That doesn't happen in Nevilletown, bro. So Austin Aries won this match. Get another one here going into Extreme Rules. And that is going to be, I believe, a submission match at Extreme Rules. So that's looking very, very interesting for Extreme Rules. But just, again, mediocre build. Really, really hard to care. We got a Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss. Another match that was just like, do I even care, bro? No, I don't. Alexa Bliss stood tall here after hitting James with a huge forearm, followed by a DDT to pick up a nice win on Raw. I liked that the champion's winning, bro, but this match really uneventful. Really could have went another couple minutes here, I believe at least. Mickie James really not doing anything on Raw. She came in with such promise, bro. She came in with such promise with the La Luchadora thing, and on Smackdown what she was doing. It was pretty good. But now she's just falling into the fold, really not doing anything. Really not going towards any championships. Really not in any feuds. What are you doing with Mickie James? That's a great talent you have here. And you're having me and you're having everybody in the crowd lose interest in Mickie James. Big mistake there. Don't like it. Gotta do something with Mickie James because that's a great talent that you're just letting rot away. Mickie James isn't getting any younger. Mickie James is not getting any younger. She does deserve at least one last women's championship shot before she does go, inevitably, in a couple years. Because I did hear she signed a multi-year deal to the WWE. And that might be a big mistake. She might just be doing jack shit for the next couple of years. I don't know. But if you're going to continue this crap where Mickie James isn't being highlighted, you're just wasting away a talent. So I don't like it. But Alexa Bliss hit her DDT. I like that she's winning with the DDT, and I get it. Champion needs to look good, and the champion looked good here tonight. She did look good here tonight. Alexa Bliss has been a good-looking champion, but I mean, Alexa Bliss, after the match, hit Mickie James right in the back with the candlestick, right, exactly the same as she did to Bayley. Looked brutal once again. Bayley actually came out here tonight and grabbed the candlestick from Bliss, but wasn't able to capitalize when Alexa Bliss rolled out of the ring. So Bayley is a dread here. Bayley wasn't able to get extreme. That is something that was brought up by the commentators. And again, just, I mean, here you got a little bit more like, ooh, with that candlestick. But again, just with Bayley and this soft crap, I mean, get rid of it, bro. Get rid of it. Bayley, have her unleash a more rough side. I mean, again, really not doing anything of avail on Monday Night Raw. We go to the main event, which again is another just copy and paste. Oh, Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss. Who's you gonna face tonight? We have a roster. Copy, paste. I mean, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Well, we go to Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Decent tag match. Exactly what you would expect from a main event tag match on Raw. When Reigns was looking for the Superman punch on Joe, Joe got out of the way because Joe's a badass. Reigns ran into Rollins. That allowed the two to start arguing. That allowed Wyatt to hit the Reigns with the Sister Abigail off the distraction. And on the outside, he hit the Sister Abigail on the outside. And that allowed for Joe to lock Rollins in to the Coquina Clutch. Rollins, instead of tapping out, he passed out in like 30 seconds, which makes absolutely zero sense. Where the hell is your logic there? But Rollins passed out 30 seconds, and after the match, we saw Balor go up, and this was the interesting part here. We saw Balor go up to Angle and ask him to be included in the action between these guys next week, and Angle announced that Balor will be in a triple threat with Joe and Wyatt, while Reigns and Rollins will fight each other next week. So, Kurt Angle, this actually made me laugh my ass off. Kurt Angle then says, "Damn, I'm a great GM," to end the show. So, Monday Night Raw here tonight, nothing special. At least they announced matches going into next week, and these do look to be very good matches. At least they announced good matches going into next week. And it's good to announce matches going into the next week because, I mean, Smackdown does it a lot. I mean, what am I going to see next week? What do I have to tune in for? If I don't know what I'm tuning in for, probably not going to tune in if I'm a casual fan. If I do know what's going to be on the show, if I have something to look forward to, probably going to tune in. So, smart decision to announce the matches beforehand. Something Monday Night Raw rarely does and should do much more often. But Monday Night Raw tonight, had to give it a rating. 5 out of 10. Just a completely mediocre show. Nothing of importance. Nothing. No risks are being taken on Monday Night Raw. And that needs to change because these shows are coming out absolutely boring. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut off the discussion there. Because for now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed everything that you have heard here in this Monday Night Raw review. Like I said, make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Monday Night Raw reviews, Smackdown reviews. Last week, all that uploaded. Breaking news, CM Punk offered $1 million to return to wrestling by 5-Star Wrestling. We have Backlash preview and predictions. NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and predictions, NXT TakeOver Chicago review and results, Behind the Mic, where we cover all the news in the WWE. We were talking about major title changes going on Monday Night Raw over the summer, and of course Backlash review and results. Jinder Mahal wins the WWE Championship. Links to all these videos are in the description, so make sure to go check out all that good stuff. For now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and for now, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Lock it into that coquina clutch forever, baby, because that's how long you should be subscribed to this YouTube channel. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez. This has been your Monday Night Raw review. And for now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video.